Justice for Lopez. Justice for Lopez.
Now for you at 7 on CW30. 1 week later, friends and family still searching for answers after Ismael Lopez was killed by South Haven police while they were looking for another man. Plus, Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland sounds off after dozens arrested in immigration raids. The bigger picture he sees for the Bluff City. Also for you this morning, Senator Bob Corker wants to know who's leaking President Trump's private conversations, why he says the person behind it may have other motives.
Now, live from WLNT in high definition, this is the CW30 Morning News.
We made it to Friday, so glad you're with us here on CW30. I'm John Paul. Some residents in South Haven and surrounding communities demanding transparency, trust, and justice. This is all coming after South Haven police tried to serve a warrant, went to the wrong house, and shot and killed Ismael Lopez. CW30's Jamie McGriff joins us live with the story this morning. Jamie, how about it?
Well, this sparked a protest in South Haven, and we have video from the protest where concerned residents were holding up signs, and they were demanding justice for Lopez. In fact, reporting live, Jamie McGriff, CW30 Morning News.
7:03, the time for you now on CW30. We're local in Memphis. The city's former mayor wants Memphis to buy land used for the old auto inspection station downtown so that it can be repurposed. Current Mayor Jim Strickland likes the idea, but he does not think the city can actually afford the plan. CW30's Mike Matthews adds up the dollars and cents for us.
First, this deal, one that will probably work. Former Memphis Mayor Willie Harrington wants to buy the old automobile inspection station downtown and use the site for his New Path facility for juvenile offenders.
And we have drafted a contract. New Path, the organization that I'm heading, is proposing to buy the old city of
Memphis. Now activists still angry this morning after learning a 4-day operation across the South arrested many undocumented immigrants without criminal records. ICE agents arrested 650 people nationwide between July 23rd to July 26th. 83 people in Memphis, Nashville, Birmingham, and New Orleans were arrested. Out of that number, 64 arrests were non-criminal. Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland spoke of the issue, sympathizing with the local Hispanic community, but also avoiding a clash with federal officials.
These incidents of what happened last week in Memphis by the ICE agents happens in sanctuary cities too. So it's not as if sanctuary cities are forbidding these kind of actions. So it's happening in every major city across the country. Memphis has not been targeted.
4 Latino Memphis attorneys. They're assisting those arrested in the Bluff City, many of whom are now detained in Louisiana. 7:06 the time for you now. President Trump wants to dramatically change the immigration system and move towards a merit-based program. Under the RAISE Act, potential immigrants would be graded based on their skills and employability. It moves away from the current immigration system, which tends to consider family ties. The bill primarily allows immigrants to bring spouses and minor children into the U.S. It eliminates the international diversity visa lottery and limits the number of annual refugee admissions. Also for you at CW30 this Friday morning, Tennessee Senator Bob Corker calling for the firing of people who are leaking information to the press. CW30's Washington Bureau caught up with Senator Corker following the publication of transcripts said to be of President Trump's phone calls with the leaders of Mexico and Australia. Those calls published by the Washington Post included one with the president of Mexico, where he called New Hampshire a drug-infested den. Senator Corker says the leaks are politically motivated.
To have people there that are leaking information, that are talking to each of you to try to have their public policy implemented because they're getting you to argue on their behalf, and we know it's happening. These people should be fired. They should be out of government. They're disloyal to our government, and I hope that that's what's going to happen.
While at the podium, Senator Corker also blamed Putin for our rough relationship with Russia. 7:07 the time for you now. Here, let's get a check of the roadways. Chase in for Chelsea with time saver traffic.
Yeah, and a couple of stalled cars this morning. Stay safe. And that is a look at your time saver traffic.
CW30 time 7:08 here on a Friday morning. Still ahead, bankrupt bridal shop Alfred Angelo's dropping a bombshell on brides-to-be since learning their dream dresses have been left sitting in limbo. Also for you this morning, Memphis Animal Services doing their due diligence, so to speak, to make sure pets in their care stay alive and well and find forever homes. All those stories just minutes away, but first a check of the weather. Meteorologist Chase Arnold in for Chelsea this morning, watching the radar.
Yeah, the heaviest of those storms now starting to push into southeastern Shelby County, drying out a little bit, but do we have any more wet weather to worry about for your Friday? We're going to talk more about that with your most accurate forecast after the break.